Hey Doug, we were able to hear on the hunt where Shad sort of talked about winning now is the expectation, said I'm not misquoted. Winning now is the expectation, make no mistake. This team is the best assembled by the Jacksonville Jaguars ever, best players, best coaches. When you hear that as the head coach, what sort of goes through your mind and how have you sort of seen the team maybe embody that statement?
Yeah, I think I think he's right on. I think that that is our expectations. It's always our expectation. And each year you put together and you assemble the best team, the best set of coaches, and you got to put in the time. You got to work hard, and he sees what we've done the last 2 years, and the successes that we've had, but he also knows, and we know that we're better than the way we finished last year. And I think that's something that he alluded to, um, but he's right. That's the expectation, and we're all held to that.
How much confidence can that give you guys? I mean, just knowing that the owner has that much respect for what you guys have built and sort of believes in the entire team. How much confidence does that give a team going into week one?
I mean, it gives you a lot of confidence, and it's just something that we focused on all the way back in the offseason program. You've heard me say this a bunch about the development and developing our roster and making sure everybody gets opportunities, and it carried over into training camp. So now it's just a matter of we gotta go do it, I guess, as they say, the talking is over, and you just got to go put in the hard work and preparation, and try to go 1-0, this week.
Thank you.
Hayes.
Hey Doug, could you just talk about your secondary, what you feel the strides that they have made in terms of the roster turnover a little bit, and also about the fact that you guys are facing two receivers this first week. They're about as elite as any other pair on the same team in the league.
Yeah, to kind of address the second part of your question there. This is a lot of team speed. These guys got a lot of skill and ability, obviously, on offense, and they 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 just know how to attack a secondary. And we've revamped ours, and I think the scheme that Ryan has brought and Chris has brought, I think, has really helped our guys. And we do have some young players, back there that have, I would say, don't have a lot of game reps, but great opportunity for our guys to really focus in this week. I mean, I look forward to Tyson and Darby and the guys to just compete and see what happens. But a lot of respect for Miami, a lot of respect for their skill positions, and even with their quarterback Tua, I think he does a great job of getting the ball out of his hand and anticipating windows, and those guys make plays.
Follow up to that. Are you almost glad that you got this kind of test in the opening week? Because when you look at the schedule down the line, you're facing eight of the top 10 paid receivers in the entire league on your schedule. And I think it's something like 13 or 14 of the top 20. So this is not going to be anything new for you.
No, but thanks for reminding me, the people that we're going to be playing. It's just it is it's a great test. I mean, this is what you want, though. You want to compete against the best, and sure, preseason is one thing, but now it's the regular season, and you're going to get everybody's best, and we're gonna put our best foot forward. So great opportunity for our guys, for our defense, and for our team to compete this coming weekend.
Thanks, Doug.
We'll go to Hayes and then to Jamal. We'll go to Jamal for now, and then we'll go back to Hayes if we can get it working.
Hey, coach, any guys that are in jeopardy of possibly not playing this week injury wise?
No, we're pretty healthy at this stage. Probably the last one is Daniel Thomas to get him back on the grass this week and see where he's at. But but anticipate having everybody, full strength going into this week.
And just how important is a fast start to the season? I know you want to go 1-0 every week, but I mean, that first step, that first win, how important can that be for the overall picture?
It's always good to get off to a good start. You can't go 2-0 unless you go 1-0, right? So it's just again, I think we face playoff teams in our first 4 or 5 6, 7 weeks, whatever it is. I mean, it's these are playoff teams and AFC type teams too that we have to compete against. So it's a long season. We understand that, but at the same time, you want to play good football, and it does help the momentum too if you can get off to a good start.
Thanks, Coach.
So, because your defense looked a lot like it.
We'll go to D-Rock and then to John Shipley.
Hey, Doug, I'll go ahead and ask the favorite question, I suppose, or your favorite question. Press going to be the full-time play caller in 2024. Have you made up your mind on that?
I still haven't made my mind up yet.
Okay. So you anticipate by Wednesday possibly having an answer for us,
Maybe.
possibly?
Yeah, maybe. You may never know.
Can you?
So you can just stop with the question right now. You'll never know.
Okay. How would you, if someone just came up to you that you didn't know and asked you to describe Trevor's personality, how would you describe it?
Trevor's personality. I would say that he's definitely he's got an outgoing personality, but he's got a sneaky sort of humor to him. He's well liked. He's likable. He's also somebody that will shoot you straight, which I can appreciate, from him. And the other thing too, his demeanor. He's just a cool, calm, collective person. There's not a whole lot that gets him riled up, and probably a whole lot that doesn't, necessarily get him going in the other direction, but just the calmness about him. He's got a great poise about him, but he has that sneaky humor that shows up from time to time with his teammates.
Thanks.
John Shipley.
Hey, Doug, thanks for doing this. Has there been any decision, whether players voted or coach's decision on captains yet for this year?
Yes. There's been a decision, yes, made.
Is that something you want to announce later in the week?
When are we putting that out?
It'll go out on the social.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out, I think, by Wednesday. It should be out.
Okay, understood. And then this last question: how much unknown is there week one? Just in general, especially for a team like Miami with a new defensive staff and scheme, etc.
Yeah, no, there's quite a bit of unknown. Even though there's history, right, with with this DC being in Baltimore and some of the we've played Baltimore the last couple of seasons and kind of understanding what they've done and look, it's the unknown because he's gonna have his own ideas, he's gonna have his own thoughts, and now that he's running it, there's gonna be some unscouted looks, but we go back and we can look at personnel. We can look at some of the Baltimore stuff where he's been and really kind of study that. But there's always going to be that unknown in week one.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Zach Goodall.
Hey, Doug. Know you've spoken throughout the offseason about the value of not just the player that, Eric Armstead or Ronald Darby and the veterans you brought in can be, but just the experience and how valuable that can be in shaping the team. With week one here, how much do you think that influenced how this team was made up throughout the preseason training camp?
Yeah, I think, both those guys, all our free agents that we brought have really added, they've added the value and the competition that we were looking for at their positions. And, and also some leadership, veteran players, that have played a lot of football. They've been on winning teams. Obviously Eric is, he's been to a couple Super Bowls, and he knows how that is, and Darby the same way. And I look at Mitch and Gabe and all the guys too offensively that have been to the top in the AFC, but it's just their leadership, I think, and the value that they bring there, not only with their skill set and what they can provide offensively and defensively.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Coach. You're all set.
All right, guys. Thank you.